Hi everybody, my name's Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so have you ever seen the Twilight Zone? To Serve Man. It's an alien race comes down from outer space to Earth, and they eliminate poverty, and they eliminate hunger, and they eliminate disease from all humans all around the planet. And they give the biggest brains in the world. They give them this book, right? And it says "To Serve Man" on it. And then they invite, and then after they've eliminated all these issues for humankind, and humans just begin to populate and populate, they invite humans to go to their homeworld. We have plenty on our homeworld. Come and be with us on the homeworld. And adventurous humans, they're like, oh, we get to go to space and see stuff. And then as they're all like walking up on the ship, this one woman comes up. She says, Mr. So-and-so, says, don't get on that ship. Don't get on that ship. She says, To Serve Man. The book, To Serve Man. It's a cookbook. Right? And everybody gets the chills. Right? And all day long I've been thinking about this Twilight Zone. And it's a cookbook, and I've been thinking about it because of Donald Trump's wall. Construction on the wall will begin immediately. That's what he said today. And I keep thinking, what's going to happen when all these Donald Trump supporters figure out that the wall isn't to keep people out, right? It's a cookbook. It isn't to keep people out, so you know. And the thing is I like the idea of a border wall, but it's not because of immigration, right? Immigration is, I would like that to be resolved with our laws. We have immigration laws, real detailed immigration laws, and we have them for a reason. There's only so many jobs in this country. There's only so much infrastructure, or the infrastructure is only able to handle so many people. There's reason that we have immigration laws, and I'd simply like the immigration laws enforced as opposed to building this wall, this giant Trump Great Wall barrier thing, because it isn't to keep people out. It's a cookbook. So, but the thing for me, the reason that there should have been a wall 16 years ago is because for the last 16 years, we've been hearing how terrorists are trying to kill you and your children. The terrorists are coming. They're everywhere, and they're coming to get you and your children. For 16 fucking years. Thanks a lot, Obama. 16 fucking years. We've been hearing how the terrorists... So, if the terrorist threat is what they say it is, then we need a wall on the southern border, because basically little children walk across that border into the United States every single day. Small children, like 4 or 5 years old. Right across the border, no problem. Completely undetected. Some of them by themselves. And I would think that if a 5-year-old could get across the border undetected, that probably a fairly well-trained terrorist could get across the border undetected. And for that reason, I would like the border to be secure, because the terrorists are coming. I mean, I don't have any kids. They're not coming to get my kids. But the terrorists are coming. They're going to get us. They're coming to get me. I know they are. Fuck you, ISIS. bring it on. My neighborhood, pretty much every other house has guns in it. So, but I digress. The terrorists are coming against, so we have to have a secure border, right? But we haven't had a secure border. So this kind of basically proves that the terrorist threat is complete and utter bullshit. There is no terrorist threat. If 5-year-old children are walking across the border completely undetected, then for the last 16 years, the Bush administration had the terror threat level on orange, which is above yellow and just below red. For a long time, for years. Which means, they're gonna get you. They're coming. And they want dirty bombs. They want chemical attacks. They could walk anything they want across the southern border. And they haven't for 16 fucking years. There is no terrorist threat. So I don't think we really need a wall. The immigration thing, you just have to enforce the laws. We don't need a wall. I mean, if there was a real terrorist threat, maybe, but there isn't one. It's just a lie. So you're going to waste all this money for nothing. And and again, it's not to keep people out. This wall he's building, when all you guys find out it's not to keep people out, it's a cookbook. Anyways, I am asking people for help to get another computer in place so that I can be working on the mainstream media at the same time as I'm working on the C-SPAN stuff, because the C-SPAN stuff will be like 3 hours long, and I can just set a computer to capture that. And if I had a second computer with a video capture card on it, I could be covering the mainstream media at the same exact time while the C-SPAN stuff is capturing, and then come back to it 3 hours later and render it and upload it and all that stuff. But at the same time, while that's capturing for 3 hours, I could be uploading, 5 and 10 minute videos off the mainstream media for those 3 hours, or at least whatever I could find, So basically I'm asking for help to be able to do a better job for you guys. Okay? So it's easy to give help to Mox News. There's a clickable link right below this video. In the text bar of the video, it says show more. It says Mox News needs your help. There's easy link right there. You click it. It takes like 2 minutes to donate to Mox News. Or you can go to moxnews.com, and it's really easy to donate there too. Okay? So thanks for tuning in. My name's Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Stay cool. One of these days this war is going to end. Till that day, it's a good.
Compassion stirred the Buddha to send his monks out into the community. Sworn to chastity and poverty, they wandered the roads, bringing the Buddha's teachings into the world. Go forth, monks, for the happiness of the many, out of compassion for the world. There are beings whose eyes have little dust on them, who will perish if they do not hear the teaching. But if they hear the teaching, they will gain liberation.
The monks exist by begging. We think of begging as kind of a bad thing. Begging in this tradition is a good thing. It's a sign of spiritual purity.
You're not allowed to beg tomorrow's lunch today. Only today's lunch. Then you can't eat from noon until dawn the next day. Then you have to go out and get another lunch. And then in exchange for lunch, you give a lecture. Unless they say we don't want to hear about it, then you don't. But that's the only thing but that forces you to interact with the lay community.
And if you're not serving them, if you're not doing something useful for them, they won't put anything in your bowl, and that will be the end of your community.